your girl, Queen Pretty Disa.
And this is Lou.
And we are having a very nice, cool, calm day. This is Friday, November 14th. And we are back today with a new episode. So, how have y'all been? We're back after a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's November already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanksgiving is what, 13 days away?
Yes, it is. Happy birthday to my second oldest niece, Keena. I hope that you have a great day today, and I pray that you have a wonderful time. And she's just so beautiful. I love her.
And another November birthday, Ayana, the young lady you guys saw in the taping with her sister, and Cubby.
Yeah, Yanni's birthday was really fun. We went to Area 53 in Brooklyn. What was that, Tuesday?
Yeah, Brooklyn. Veterans Day.
Ciao.
Big up to the veterans.
Right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think we're pretty laid back today because I had to burn some charcoal. Yeah, my building is pretty evil, but I'll get into that later. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, shout out to Yanni, my baby Yanni. She's coming over next weekend. We are going to go and take a family trip to go see Wicked Part 2. No one loves the Wicked.
And everyone loves the Munchkins. But I didn't get any.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Anyhow, yeah. Area 53 was crazy. I don't really do all of the sports and stuff anymore, but I need to. I need to get back in shape. I have like some pain here and here. I've been going to acupuncture. Life been lifing.
Oh, you went down that big yellow slide?
Twice. And
scared to death.
The guy said to hold on to the thing, this little, I'll just say like inflatable thing. And he said just hold on to it and go down. And it was crazy. My big ass it was hard getting up.
And from what I could see, Yanni's mad adventurous.
Yo,
she has no fear.
That's my girl. When I tell you, like, she was not playing. My other niece, shout out to Mira, she was there as well. She like was doing it with the skates. She was nervous, but she was doing it. So yeah, shout out to them. But yeah.
Shout out to my granddaughter Nika, my oldest granddaughter. She came. Well, I wasn't there, but it's always good to hear from her.
I met her girlfriend. Her girlfriend's pretty. Maybe we'll get to know each other more. I don't know. I don't really see everybody that much, but yeah, it was good to see the fam. And Brooklyn's deep. I wouldn't want to get caught out there alone.
Oh my God, the way you explained it, I wouldn't want to be over there either. It sounds like a mega version of Hunts Point.
Yeah, Hunts Point. Whoa. You know they shut down the boat?
Oh.
Thank God.
Is that another episode or a mini clip?
That's probably just like a little...
Vernon C. Baines. They had my son on there when he was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lied and said there were no children on that boat. A prison boat made for adult males.
We used to go visit him and his fingers was blue. It was freezing.
It was freezing in there. And they used to have him in there and then they would... switch the kids. They switched them out and send them back to Horizon, which is the youth facility on 149th Street.
Next to Burger King.
They rotated. You spend 14 days on a boat, and then the other kids would go back to Horizon, and then they would send another bunch of kids to that boat, and then years later, they was trying to avoid a lawsuit, and they said there were no children on that boat. I saved those letters.
Lies. She saved everything, child. Thank God. She saved everything. Receipts, letters, all of that stuff. But, you know, shoot, sleep in peace to my big brother Pookie. Because at the end of the day, we know that man went through hell and back. And he was just too much. But, yeah, he was a force to be reckoned with.
So where's the boat now? It's just floating around?
They claim it's going to Louisiana. So I'm saying, I think Blade Brown's a big ass. I think that, like how people do, they're going to, like all that evil that's on it, like it's going to take 1,000 years to cleanse that shit. I personally think they're going to turn it into like a restaurant. Like that's what they be doing. Like people are going to be like, oh my God, like people are locked up here. Like you just never know.
Yeah. Well, what if they send it there and make it a prison down there? I mean, because there's always room for our men to be in prison. And now our girls. Such a shame.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level of just dysfunction. Speaking of dysfunction, Mr. Orange Man, I seen that in the news a lot lately about like people being like arrested and people that was born here. I think it's wrong what they're doing with the people that have already came here, but it's also wrong. Like this guy, he was like, I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in such and such county hospital, and that and the stamps, and I think that he's just trying to use our energy. I'm always. It's just me. It's my take on it. I think political people are very wicked. Not all of them, but I think they try to use our energy to like harvest it, and like something happens in the course of like people getting like scared and nervous and anxious.
Right. Chaos.
They thrive off of chaos. And he was in, I don't know what I could say and can't say, because y'all really be kind of like not pushing our shit. But anyhow, he was in that guy's book, the rhymes with Finkelstein, and and they was talking about, there was an excerpt and they was talking about him and the kids. What is it with y'all and children? I feel like I was gonna say every day, but what I've been saying like in my brain every day is like 90% of people that I've met, men and women, have been like touched inappropriately and further than that. And I don't know what the hell is wrong with people. It's not only politicians. I'm jumping around like I do, but I'm like voting for that man and knowing how wicked he is, knowing that he's constantly coming for programs, which was created by the Black Panthers, which was like for people to eat, for our people to be able to eat, to not be starving and all of them other kind of things. But I'm going around, I'm saying voting for him and knowing that he has this attraction for children. People have this attraction for children. It's creepy to me. So I'm just thinking about all of those different things, and I'm like, that book was disturbing, and him telling the kid, like, that is just making me want to cry. Like, he's like, take this money and like, go abort the kid if, something happens. And then, if you are interested, I would say read a few pages and you can see what I'm talking about, because it's a lot to get into. I don't remember the name of the book, but it's from the E-Man's book that rhymes with Finkelstein. And if you watch the movie Blink Twice with Channing Tatum, then you get where I'm coming from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like people, elite people. It's that sort of thing. But I don't want to bring down the mood, but I will say that trying to cause chaos before the holiday, and I don't care what you are, where you are in the world, what you do, what you believe in, don't believe in, I don't give a damn. We celebrate over here. That's
exactly.
Wicked. Why would you try to have people nervous? But again, like I said, it's an energy thing. It's a wave.
And the people that actually work for the government, that they didn't get paid, and they were on the same pantry lines as people who receive SNAP. So this will give anybody and everybody that sits around talking crap about lazy people who don't want to get up and go to work, who don't need those benefits. You get to see what it's like to be hungry. Now, there are people that misuse and mismanage their SNAP benefits.
I don't think his fat ass was ever hungry, so how would he ever know?
Exactly, because, everybody that's receiving help more than likely needs the help. And then the people that had a job and they're not getting paid, they needed the help. And they're on the same lines as people who get talked about the most. And I'm sorry to say, I don't want to always keep talking about race and stuff, but
it makes sense.
Having a conversation with your brother Raymond, the crazy guy, he's a lot on statistics. He does a lot of reading about statistics.
He's super smart.
And I was saying, well, black people this and black people that. And he's like, Ma, I was reading. Over 52% of those people on SNAP are white people.
That's
and I'm
true.
like, oh, okay. I knew that, but I didn't want to say anything because I don't always want to come off as, Miss Militant. And that I know everything, but
because you don't.
I already knew that because I remember someone telling me who worked in the Department of Social Service they had got sent to one of the elite centers in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I tell you, when I walked in there, first of all, it didn't stink. The bathrooms were clean.
Toilet paper, probably.
There was there was plenty of toilet paper, paper towels,
Hand
soap. It was quiet.
I'm getting old because that's what I think about when I use the bathroom.
Even the children that was with their parents, they were well behaved. There wasn't a lot of running around. They didn't look hungry like the kids that are in the South Bronx and other welfare centers. And she said the last thing was there was nobody in there that looked like us. Not even the workers. They was all white.
But it's set up to look that way. That's the same thing. Like, that's been another topic. It's been like, they always say, like, we don't... Okay, so my favorite singer is Mario. We know that already. There are a lot of people that are, like, upset with him and their feelings with him because, you know, he's with a non-black woman. So it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, people are constantly saying, like, oh, we don't see enough black married couples and successful people and marrying and all of that stuff. But statistically, like you're saying, it's like 85%, but it's not what's being pushed out.
It's not presented that way.
You know, so people are mad at him. I love his music. I would like to be one of the people that's on that panel, if they ever have it, that have that conversation, because, you know, it does need to be had. And he just put out a new album that came out the other day, even though he just put out another one. But he just put out another one, and I listened to it today when I was going food shopping in Aldi, which was chaotic. But I will say the album was amazing. It was good. I will be playing it. But, you know, I get where the women are coming from, but I get where he's coming from, too. It's not like anybody's wrong here. I think people want to know the reason why. I kind of want to know why, too.
You call it blackfishing? I don't know if that's the proper term. I'm not up on a lot of terms, but basically all your large fan base is black women.
The people in the videos.
And they love your music and they support you and you're always here and you're always there with us. But you pick somebody that's not one of us. And he's defending himself by saying, I knew this girl for a long time. She didn't just come out of nowhere.
Which is fine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to get angry with people anymore because this is the norm. It's exactly what's going on. It's been going on, but now it's well accepted.
Yeah.
And he had an issue with his mom.
That could possibly
and nobody's
be
saying anything about that. God bless the dead.
Yeah. And I've been a fan for years of the music, of his story. You know, it's like he always talks about growing up in a big family and all of that. And, you know, like, I think black women are not, well, I can't speak for all black women. I can just only speak from my personal experience. Like, again, I'm not mad at who he chooses to lay down with. We don't know these people. But even in personal life, it kind of, like, most of the guys that I've dated, they had mom issues.
It's home.
And it's like, they got with me, but at the same time, I got treated like shit. It was my choice whether I wanted to stay or leave, but they had the issue with the mom. And then somehow, some way, years later, I end up seeing them with someone else. I don't know if that other person that's not black is treated better than the way they treated me. But I just know that they had issues with their mom, grandmothers, and all of that. So I don't know, but it's a good topic. It's a topic that needs to be discussed. And I don't ever think again that we're upset. It's just,
why?
It's a question.
We say, why come?
It's a question. But shout out to Mario, because I do love the new album, and I love the album before that. And I was gonna go to Webster Hall to the show on Monday, but I got bills to pay, so I won't be making it. And that's just about it. And I'm just getting better again from another cold and another muscle issue. I don't know what happened when I got that goddamn surgery, but like life been lifing. But I'm good. I'm here. I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed.
Exactly.
Peanut butter.
Speaking of the colds,
they ain't gonna get that.
They just keep going. They come, they go away. You know what I think it is? It's the back and forth with the healthy eating and then the food that's not so healthy that tastes good. Healthy eating food tastes good. It's time consuming. Juicing, blending, chopping, cutting. I like that stuff. But sometimes it's time consuming. You stupid. It's time consuming. And it doesn't even seem like there's 24 hours in a day anymore.
It's not.
Today's already November 14th, and it was just fall back with the clock. And here we are on the 14th. And then we're moving toward Thanksgiving. And then by December 1st, it'll be December 25th.
You're wheezing. China has...
Because my name's Wheezy.
China has an artificial sun.
That's what I'm talking about with the phlegm. It's there coming up all the time.
Yeah, and I have sinusitis, chronic sinusitis. So, yeah, we just two fucked up motherfuckers. Nah, but...
Speak for yourself.
No, but really, and it's this apartment too. So, you know, it's environmental.
Unsafe.
Yeah, they have an artificial sun. So it's like... You know, the weather, the not 24 hours in a day. It's a lot. I met Queen Afua. Shout out to Queen Afua. Ashe. That is someone I wanted to meet for so long. She reminds me of you. Except you're a meat eater now, but you was vegan and you was vegetarian.
You gotta be telling all my business?
Yes.
I don't eat meat.
No, but I was inspired by you. You eat chicken. But
I eat chicken, turkey, and fish.
But yeah, I do remember when I was a little girl. Like I said, when one segment you used to be like, "I'm not eating that right now,"
right?
You know? And that was so stressful. But I met her, and you know, I went somewhere in Harlem called Warm. Shout out to Warm. We all matter. And it's actually the story behind it is Stephanie McGraw and.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, and it was a great time, and I actually, you know, I have her products here, and, you know, we spoke, we had a consultation, and, you know, it just was a beautiful day with women, and again, it's like, the conversation not with her, but one of the other women was like, it's hard for us to trust each other. So, you know, in my adult life, I've struggled, like, making friends. Like, I always make the friends, but then I put the wall up. I have therapy at 5 o'clock, so I will be discussing that.
Okay.
When I tell my therapist all the time, like, I just was never that girl. And I see these terms of, like, neurodivergent and autistic and all of this stuff. And I'm saying, like, I don't give a fuck where, you know, I'm supposed to fit in. I just like good energy. I like good food. And I like a good laugh. You just never know who's real. You just be the smallest shit. Like,
you know what makes it...
Bitches be like, yeah, that bitch is always laughing.
Exactly.
You just never know, like worse than a dude, or on the same token as a dude, like, you bubbly. And I tell my therapist this all the time, that you're not allowed to be black and bubbly. You know, she said, well, what does that mean? I'm like, well, every time... I said this on here before. Every time, you know, a guy would be like, you know, shut the fuck up and sit down. And you shut the fuck up and sit down. And not like I'm really shutting the fuck up and sitting down, but I'm like quiet, like, oh, okay, you know, cause I'll smack shit out of you. But you know, you shut the fuck up and sit down. And then they're like, what happened to that girl? You happened.
Exactly.
Women sit here and be quiet. It's
exactly.
not be quiet.
Exactly.
You know.
I find it very, very dismaying to be that bubbly person, to be that person who's always not always happy, because we're not always happy, but we find a way to come out that funk, and we find a way to let whatever's going on behind. Mm-hmm. And here comes somebody
that always.
Let me see what I could do to ruffle her feathers.
Why?
Because she's always laughing. She's always happy. She's always bringing joy in the room. Maya Angelou said, when you walk in that room and people are like, what is it about her? Why is everybody surrounding her? Why are they loving her so much? She said, because it's all those ancestors you brought in the room with you. You brought your mother in. You brought your grandmother you never knew. You brought your auntie in to help raise you. You know, you brought in a teacher who encouraged you.
Yeah.
And they're in that room with you. And that's something that I'm having a problem with. You know?
Me too.
I don't want to talk about specifics,
But it's happening a
But
lot.
everywhere I go, it's always somebody trying to ruffle my feathers. And sometimes I don't always remember to call on God or Jesus. I want to cuss you out.
Like, bitch, why are you fixing your hair?
And then they be
all
like,
you have to do is say hi.
They be like, oh, I didn't even know she cursed. Oh, I didn't even know she could talk like that.
Like a sailor.
Yeah, I could talk like that, but why should I have to? I shouldn't have to do that.
You gotta ignore it. You gotta ignore it and just be like, eh. And that's the thing. That's just because you have light don't mean you don't know how to get dark.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
nigga, like, there be some days. Listen, hey,
Exactly.
yo, we made it to November, y'all. High five, virtual high five. We made it to November. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be going to November. Just because you light don't mean you don't know how to get dark. Yeah. So anyway, I'm in here. The charcoal. We always in here laughing. We always in here joking. We always, you turn negative to a positive. There's a lot of just stank energy around.
And these
so like
walls
this,
are very thin.
Yeah, this guy turned my daughter up the other night at 2 a.m. So I went and I did my grandmother, and I went and I turned on the boiling water. He did it twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm feeling like that. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to toss this on you. Because why are you even up here?
Grandma had the boiled water. She had the machete. And she had a 22.
I was just like...
Come on, I dare you to walk in here.
I was just like... You know what I mean? So I was like, whatever. So I was just like... I'm a spiritual person. And I feel like when it comes down to it, I'm not saying that like, oh, yes, I'm a spiritual person. Like, no, motherfucker, I have my days. But I am always very aware, highly aware of what's going on. I'm thinking like, are you like trying to come in here? Are you trying to drop something at my door? Like, just because I don't do certain things doesn't mean I don't know certain things. That is the thing about being a human. The learning never stops. I'm going to learn about something and say, no, this doesn't work for me. But that doesn't mean the motherfuckers around you have no problem doing something to you.
Exactly.
So it's like, I know a thing or two about a thing or two, and I know. So it's like, what are you doing here? He got on the phone. He was like, oh, whoever he came up here looking for, he was like, oh, where you at? It's like, if you calling her, you knew you had the initial thing to call her. Why are you coming and turning her? And you did it twice. So I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm just going to do a big cleanup, which I did. And that's just, that's where I'm at.
What did white boy say?
Who?
FAFO?
Oh, fuck around and find out. There's a board we have here that I bought from Five Below in Co-op City. And she writes on the board every day. She always writes crazy stuff on there. And she was like, yeah, such and such, FAFO. We got about 10 minutes, right? So I want to jump into this. And I want to say... I don't like women like Brene. She's been all over my timeline. And shout out to Akira. I do think that she could have been a little bit more aggressive toward Brene, but I guess she was building the case. You cannot sleep with somebody's husband who they took vows with. Y'all know I'm not going to go there today, but... And think that your life is going to, like, be awesome. A lot of bad shit happen to good people all the time. But that marriage between a man and a woman, that was before God. Okay?
And she was a guest in their home.
Living in their house, sleeping with this man while this girl is asleep. Girl, you going to hell. No, but really, like, I don't like stuff like that. Stuff like that makes me look at my own life and say, well,
what the hell happened? And why? Why come?
I don't know. And not to like be bullying nobody on here. Like, we all big, you know what I'm saying? But like, he ain't nothing to run home about. He ain't a fine big dude. Tim is not a fine big guy. He's not handsome. It's like he the only dude in North Carolina.
For real,
what I mean?
really.
Like, you couldn't go get your own thing, but what it is that you didn't want the man you wanted her life.
Okay, I was gonna say that because you've been hipping me on the story.
Cause it's happened to me.
But basically, what you're saying is, she wanted her best friend's life. Mm-hmm. They were best friends since middle school.
I can't say the timeline. Oh. I do know that they all knew each other, and her ex-husband, they was all friends. Her ex-husband and Tim are actually cousins.
Oh, okay.
So it's that kind of situation. But like really, I'm not gonna say I was fucking with it because I'm not gonna lie. Like, just because I'm a small creator don't mean I'm gonna like everything. Like,
Right.
just like everybody's not gonna like everything we do and we say. When I seen her with the long nails, I was like, okay, I've been there, done that. But I was like, okay, like, this looks a little interesting. But then I see her making all this coffee with all this sugar, and it's just like, that's just not for me.
And she's mukbanging without mukbanging.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like, you know, whatever. Like, just because you a big girl don't mean I'm going to automatically fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing anything that's of interest to me, but I did see her page, like, for years now, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
She's nasty.
Yeah, like, don't do that, you know? So that for me was just like a hell no. That was an automatic no for me. But it's just so much that went into that case. They made the newspaper. They made Channel 7. Like, that's crazy. Like, what do you...
Well, TikTok is TikToking. And
you know?
TikTok is trending. So TikTok brings the news that sometimes the major news stations takes the stories from TikTok and Instagram.
And that's a good and bad thing.
That is, really, because really, newscasters used to get out there and they would stomp the ground.
They're getting back in the field now.
They need to.
They're getting back in the field now.
They need to prove that they actually earned those damn journalism degrees.
I was going to say, put that degree to work, because at the end of the day, if you owed or you paid or you got a scholarship, however you did it, you know what I mean? Yeah, do your job. But then again, the news is controlled by certain people.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe it's certain things they can't say. I mean, like they fired, what was that, CBS? Or one of them networks, they fired like the whole team.
Right.
So it's like that's another thing they trying to cancel a lot of apps that like have that freedom of speech. But the reporting that one of them young ladies was doing was on point. She was in the courtroom. She was at the courthouse. She wasn't playing. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, yo, give that girl a job. I ain't a hater. Like, listen, that's what I see myself doing one day. But like, I'm not in the business like that. But I will say, it doesn't matter if you're big, small, tall, ass, no ass, whatever. Like, you can't try to live somebody else's life.
True.
Because I made a post about this the other day on my page, and I was like, men and women, but from my experience, like, men be doing dumb shit. Like, you know your wifey loves heels and your side chick likes sneakers. You know wifey likes Japanese food and wifey likes Mexican food or home style, whatever. But your dumb ass want to try to be like, oh, why don't you wear this? Or why don't we go try this? You ain't ate this in 20, you ain't never tried this in 20 years. You coming out telling on yourself.
Exactly.
So it's like Tony Soprano does that. I'm watching The Sopranos now, y'all. They're always, like, people always have a way of telling on themselves. He's attracted to Brene possibly because you're starting to remind him of his wife. Yeah. Not because he's attracted to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Dummy. Nah, but, like, that's how the kids be saying that, dummy. You know, but, like, you know, enough about her.
Well, what about the lady in journalism you just was telling me today? She's not even a journalist, but she's trying to be like Wendy Williams. Oh. And she was talking mad smack about Cardi B.
Oh, Tasha. Like, I know her. I never really got into her interviews. Yeah, that's for another time.
What about Krishan and the little boy?
Oh. As an educator, and I want to say this, and I don't say this lightly, I don't know what she's doing. It looks like the things she's been through in her life has
affected her in a very negative way.
Right.
And she's passing it on to the child.
Right.
This is what we was talking about with generational cursing.
Yeah, he needs occupational therapy. He definitely could benefit so much from that, from ABA. He needs to go to a pediatrician, and they need to, like, assess the situation, because
a serious neurology exam.
I've noticed with he does. I've noticed with moms like that, with parents like that, with people like that if they've gone through something, they don't want their child, like, to do better. You should want your child to do better and have better than what you've experienced. but that's not. That's what I've been seeing for like my whole life. And social media, it can only do but so much. Y'all can drag her down all you want. That's not going to make the situation better.
Isn't.
And then you have the ass kissers that say, well, you don't know her like that, and you don't know her in real life. And like, yeah, but we're seeing it. We're seeing it. And we're not being forced to see it, but it's like you can click not interested as much as you want. As soon as you open your phone, that's what's there.
I'll tell you one thing that really touched me, that this man,
Blueface,
he's been away all this time.
Yeah.
She's been doing all this crazy stuff with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
He can't hold his head up.
Mm-mm.
He's wobbly. Blueface comes
God bless
home.
him.
And he's spending time with the kid. He's trying to get him stable.
In the playpen.
And then he put him in the playpen, and the kid's standing up.
Standing up, giving him
and
eye
he's
contact.
not eye contact. His head ain't wobbling. He didn't fall. He knows he held on to the rail.
Yeah.
So something's obviously different
Mm-hmm.
with the parenting skills.
Mm-hmm.
And I just pray that little boy gets the help that he needs.
It's needed. And I mean, we see that a lot. You know what I mean? And I don't care. It's not a white or black thing, but I've seen that a lot in our community. And it's like you shouldn't be nervous or afraid to get your child services. Like, you're making it worse down the line to just keep letting all that time pass by.
Yeah.
But it wasn't only that. It was something else too. Dang, I can't remember.
Well, since we're talking about children, and I want to go back,
Yeah.
piggyback on what you're saying about grown-ups and children.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to protect our girls a little better. That was disturbing the other day.
Brooklyn.
That the 12-year-old got assaulted by a 27-year-old man.
Ugh.
Was you watching her? Was she in the hallway? What was she doing on the stairwell?
She was coming home from school. He dragged her there.
This is what I'm saying. It happened on the stairwell. Was you watching her all along? And if so, and then you said the other night at Area 53,
Mm-hmm.
there was grown men in there watching the little girls. And one of the little girls was the birthday girl, our family.
Yeah, I seen it. And
the girls have shapes. They're getting little nubbies.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This is what goes back to the beginning of this interview. Is basically, what is the world's obsession with kids? You're trying to ruin the innocent kids.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be attacking anybody.
Exactly.
Nobody needs to be attacked. But the constant obsession of people with kids. What is y'all's obsession with kids? That shit is weird.
It's very weird, and it's disturbing.
Weird. Every time you look up something in history, that's all you see. Kids being sold, kids being this, somebody doing this, somebody doing that, somebody coming out. I see like 12 videos in 1 hour of somebody saying, oh, this happened to me. Men and women. Like, can y'all stop?
Please.
Like, damn, the world is sick enough. Damn, you got to worry about all kinds of crimes, but then you always got to be worried about... I'm sorry. I don't even know. I say this. I'm like, I love kids. I love babies. I don't even know if I even want kids, because I feel like I would have to be with my kid 24/7. And I think that's a normal thing, but it's like, I wouldn't even want to send my kid to school.
It's impossible to do.
I would be like, I don't care. Like,
And homeschooling is very time consuming.
Well...
There's nothing wrong with it. And children need to interact with other children.
But how do you even get to that space of saying, like, hey, my kid can walk home school from... I walked home from school. PS 112 was right down the block. Me and this kid, we used to race home. He lived across the street, and when we got to the blue truck, shout out to George. I miss them hot dogs. I don't eat that no more. But anyway, George is from Honduras. And
he had a nice blue truck.
Yeah, we used to get chips, hot sausage, all that stuff. The Hirsch sour cream and onion chips after school, and the not the Tropicana,
the drinks.
The drink.
What's the name?
The squeezy thing. It was good.
Almost like Capri Sun, but it wasn't Capri Sun.
Damn it, Janet. I really can't remember. Okay, it was some Fruitopia. It was the kids' Fruitopia. And we used to get that. And walking home from school, I used to always get creeped out. I see the little vans, and I'm just like, okay, what the hell's going on? I was blessed. 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 I was blessed But I never see myself letting my kid ever, if I have kids, walk home from school. I don't see it happening. I don't even want to think about it. And I don't even want to think about them even going to school, but let alone like sometimes 112 used to have blind moments.
Yeah.
Like from 2:50 to 3 o'clock, everybody was there. And then after 3 o'clock, like there's nobody. And I'm like, you know, and again, back to like, it'll be like the creep adults that's just kind of like staggering around to see who's around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know what the hell is up with the system, because they keep letting these assholes out to keep doing the same thing.
Right.
Which lets you know what kind of time they're on.
And nobody's stepping to them in prison anymore.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to see that book to see like
how things go down,
to see literally like who y'all supported in that election, if whoever you voted for, because it's him and a long line of other people that believe stuff like that imagine like you have your baby and then something happens, God forbid, they go in front of a judge, and that they have the same beliefs. Like, okay, well, you know, we're just gonna send him to a program. He's just gonna go home. Like, that's how they think. They don't look at kids like human. They don't look at women like human beings.
And the judge will see him at one of those parties.
No, it's like for real. Like, you know, they're weirdos. What is that show? I wanted to say one more thing on the way out of here. TV is not the same, but Tubi been playing like a Big Comfy Couch. Rupert is on right now. They've been playing like a lot of good stuff lately. Like let's just let the kids be kids. Please. You know, leave all of that other shit, you know, in the alternate universe even, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. It got a little heavy at the end, but I just want to say
some things need to be said.
Yeah, they really do. What's everybody making for Thanksgiving? I hope that y'all enjoyed this episode. This episode is brought to you by you know, what's everybody making? I don't even want to say what I'm making on here because I really don't know. I'm all over the place with what I'm eating nowadays. I'm cutting things out and cutting back on things, and then certain days like yesterday, yeah, I went to Prego's Pizza for the first time.
It was good, but she didn't like the experience. The man laid her change on the table.
I don't like that.
On the counter.
You know black women don't like that.
If I hand you money, you can hand me my money back. You put it down. My hands are not dirty. My hands are clean. That doesn't bother me anymore. I prefer you not to hand me my money in my hand anymore. Because nobody's washing their hands.
Nobody's washing their hands.
And I don't want to make a mistake and go like this and go home and catch a cold.
You don't want to touch your dirty lip. You don't want your lip to get dirty.
No, I really don't want. I don't want any more colds. No cold, no flu, no herpes, no COVID, none of that. But well, I tell you what I do want.
Shit.
Peanut butter.
I said it earlier, and you looked at me like you ain't even like. But yeah, it's been real. And shout out to my cousin Shahi once again. This is an Aquarius piece. This is is Aquarius on the back as well?
Let me see. No, that's on the hoodie.
Oh, I've been wearing the hoodie a lot too, y'all, because I don't really like wearing like layers of clothing. Clothing, loathing, and I'm loathing. I love that movie.
You can't wait for Wicked 2,
Oh my God, I'm such a fairy.
Maybe I'll go with y'all.
You're not invited. No, but no, for real, like you're not invited. No, but you should. Cause yeah, I be having to bring all the kids with me to the bathroom because I use the bathroom a lot. I drink a lot of water. Is that it?
Peanut butter.
So, yeah, we will see y'all next time. It's been real, and I love you guys.
Happy
Queen's
Friday.
Podcast 1107.